passionate football fans, it is not hard to find where rivalry battle lines in the state are drawn on a day like today. These two are due to lock up once again, and we can't wait to get it started. And the Seminoles will boot it away to start the game. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Florida's offense will have the football first. Last meeting was a classic as the Gators pulled out a close one.
Guys, it's a rivalry game that gets circled in the offseason, and for Gator fans in Gainesville and across the country, they have been bragging all year long after that win last season.
He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
To the air on second down. Dances away. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Quarterback empties his backfield. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wilson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. And the Gators with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right.
Breaks into the open. It's a fumble. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Using the quick game. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
He might want another play. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Looking to move the chains. They throw complete to the left. Touchdown, Florida! Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. So Florida State's offense will have its first possession of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinator who's coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Scanning the field, it's Sperry.
The coaches talked about gotta get to the quarterback, gotta ruffle his feathers a little bit. How about this first drive, man? They've already sacked him twice. This will pay dividends throughout a football game.
The Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Guys, you might know Florida State was once a women's college. Didn't start playing football until later, and in fact, didn't start playing the Gators until 1958.
Even though they haven't been playing a long time. This game has featured so many of the biggest names in the sport. You think about Bobby Bowden, Steve Spurrier on the sidelines, Charlie Ward, Chris Wanky, Tim Tebow, Danny Werkel, Heisman Trophy winners. This game has had it all.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Quick release by the QB. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And I got to be ready mentally and physically. Mentally, I got to know exactly where the sticks are. 4th and 2, can't dilly-dally around. Got to run physical, got to break tackles, got to go through people, whatever I need to do to get that 2 yards. Nice job running the football.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
Back to pass on second down. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down, because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. The Gators are marching down the field. With the run on first and goal. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. quickly complete. Touchdown, Gator! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, this guy certainly, from a statistical standpoint, has done everything to deserve a trip to New York City. He has been a big playmaker week in, week out for this offense. Get this, that last touchdown was his 20th touchdown catch of the season. This guy has been unstoppable.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Looking to throw, it's Berry. Puts it out of the air. Turning it on. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Trying to move them on the counter. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Quick completion to the right. Across the 45. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Seminoles, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Reads it, fires complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart, and he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this morning. He wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. To the air on first down. Got a man. It's Montgomery. Oh, he's got some space. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Quarterback may change this route. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Gators will punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Makes a move. And he's going to take it all the way back, and it's fun to watch him run, but there's laundry on the field, and I believe this one's coming back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Here's the pressure. Gets rid of it. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. Hunt is on its way. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Looking for room, it's Clark. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He uncorks one deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be fourth down. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Let's see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Running to Green. He's loose on the right. The tap. Touchdown, Knowles. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. South Carolina has the lead right now, but this Williams-Brice crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 7 over Clemson. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Wants to throw on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Montgomery. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Looking to fire. It's complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Balls and fired complete. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. He'll take it himself. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find some parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on fourth down on your own end?
There he goes.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The RPO fired complete to the left. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good game for this offense.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. The Gators are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. A designed run for the quarterback. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. And the Gators started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. And they corral him at the 2-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air, it's Sperry. He's got it down the middle. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for second down. Fires left, finds his man, it's Gibson. Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it first and 10 inside the 20. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Second down, he'll throw it. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
Listen, nice completion, short game. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw on first down. He slings it deep to the left. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. The freshman called his own number and kept his drive moving. The Gators in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Montgomery. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Looking to throw on first down. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Gators will have it first and 10. Quarterback making checks. To the air on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Snagged in the middle, it's Clark. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They'll run play action. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Just going to keep it after the snap. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal blocking offense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. One more snap coming before halftime. To throw, it's Sperry. Heaves it deep. Intercepted to stop the threat. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellows, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Gators and Noles.
And the Gators will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Lost a throw on first down. He'll throw it. But it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations.
He lobs one high down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Seminoles will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the returner is stopped. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They put together a pretty good drive the last time they had it, but that 4th down stop kept them from getting anything on the board. They'll leave it with the lone back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a huge play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time. Turning it on! Got the 1st down. Looking for more. Oh, what a cut! He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. There are penalties you sort of forget about, and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. To the ground with the back. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in.
He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down on this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And the Seminoles decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Clark. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. On the move, it's Clark. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
Looking downfield on 1st down. That's reeled in, it's Clark. Oh, man, he goes down, and he's going to lose yardage on that one.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Clark. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
26. Fourth down coming up.
This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. Off the RPO, throws the right, looking for the first. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
It's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half.
It's a fumble. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. South Carolina is ahead in Columbia, but it's not exactly George Rogers out there scoring touchdowns. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 13 over Clemson. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Hunt is in the air. Looks it in at the 40. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. On the run, it's Clark. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Might be changing the route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Hauls it in. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time. And you saw all of it on that in route.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
The Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense when you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. Great job in the base defense making a play.
Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Going to try to get it himself. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The Gators trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gator! That score pushes this out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When we got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The give to the back. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. Give to the running back. Runs through a tackle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. At the 45 on his way. Racing down the left side. He's at the touchdown Seminoles. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he capped it off with a 65-yard touchdown run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense got it. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The lone back's got it. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass, it's Sperry. Quickly out to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. They needed a big play, and they got it, and the foot down for the first down. The Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Throws to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. And here they come almost all the way back.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Webb. Picks his way ahead, pick up of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
Well, at this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, deep in their own end, they're going to want to run the football, no doubt. The defense knows that, and they're going to be trying to rip it out, seeing if they can get a takeaway to set up their offense in great field position. So ball security right here has got to be big.
There he goes. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gators are rolling down the field. Finds the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Still running at the 40. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. It can get a little heated, and it did in this Sunshine State.